What is the most creative solution you've implemented in your business?
I have just started on this journey
Oh,
of
good for you.
my own business. So I am still in the process of trying to get clients. And as I'm listening to you guys, I'm picking up ideas with the automation and other things that I should do in my mind. For me, the CRM for now is using the old fashioned Excel spreadsheet. So I'm making notes as I go along as to different things that I can use as I begin to get traction in business.
I love new people who are starting their own businesses. Are you against me giving you some unwanted advice?
I am open to any advice I can get from you guys.
I've heard everyone who's ever started a business go through this same loop, and I think it's just like puberty, and we don't know it till we experience it. So I hope you hear this as kindness. There is no money in free consultations, and if you try to sell to new businesses, you will not find success quickly. It is very, very easy to talk to people, give them all this new information that you've learned, and it will really feel like you're helping. A lot like candy feels like a great meal. And it's so important that you realize that if you spend a whole meeting answering someone's questions, your close rate will drop to less than 5% unless you're the greatest closer ever, and then you're still going to be happy at 20. And this is only because even if you have the right answers, they're going to feel satisfied, and we only buy what we want. We only move forward when we're still needing something. And so what I highly recommend is, rather than trying to answer their questions, reiterate what they say back to you. Really identify that you're listening and that you know. And if you do have an answer to a question, I do a little mental trick in my head. Instead of trying to give the answer, I know that there's a problem it's solving, and instead I inform them that you might not be aware, but often this happens in many circumstances. And now you've effectively shown that you have an expertise in that situation without giving them candy and satisfying them. And by showing that you really hear them and you show your working knowledge as an expert about what's ahead, they're going to ask you to work for them. And it's just too easy to try to help them on the call because you really feel like if I solve their problem today, they're going to pay me. And unless someone in this room who's more successful than me or equal would like to argue, but I've seen so many entrepreneurs kill themselves in the first 6 months because they're so scared to not get a sale that they set themselves up to really not get a sale. And the amount of follow-up you're going to have to do doing free appointments is a lot of work. And I just want to help your learning curve because the sooner you start making money, you don't help your clients. And the second level of business is saying no to people, not yes. So the quicker you can get to disqualifying people who aren't a good fit, even though it might be scary because it's where the money's coming in, it will drastically change your entire business. So I hope none of that was offensive, but it is truly the thing I think everyone should know because it hurts too much to find out. Most people still find out. They can't help themselves. But if I can help, I'd like to.
Well, I can say I've fallen victim to that. I'm on a consultation and I'm explaining and so that reverse psychology that you just gave me makes a whole lot of sense.
Yes, but first I have to say, Tristan, that's a great way of putting it. Instead of answering the question, identify the problem as clearly as possible.